Well, big-time contracts are getting signed, and some star players are changing teams as free agency prepares to kick off in the NFL. Some major deals are already in the bag. Quarterback Derek Carr is signing a $150 million agreement with the Saints, and Geno Smith has re-signed in Seattle on a 3-year deal worth $105 million. Holy smokes. So joining us now to break all of this down is CBS Sports analyst Scott Pioli. He is also a former NFL executive and a front office analyst for NFL Network. Scott, great to see you. I mean, I guess this is what people get paid, but it's still shocking to me.
Big numbers.
Oh, my goodness. Scott, with these new deals, how does it set the tone for what other quarterbacks may get in free agency?
You know, Amory, I saw it and heard your reaction and Vlad's reaction, and you're right. This is the cost of doing business in the NFL. We've got this billion-dollar business, multi-billion-dollar business, and when you're a good quarterback, not a great quarterback, this is what you can get paid. Derek Carr is making $37.5 million a year in this new deal. Geno Smith is going to make about $35 million. But again, this is what the market is for a good NFL quarterback. And when you look at some of the other deals that were done last year, remember, there are 8 players now making north of $40 million a year, and 6 of those players have guarantees of $150 million. But again, this is what you get paid when you're a quarterback in the NFL, and you don't even have to be a great quarterback. So watching this money that's being paid, it's only going to impact really a certain segment of the population. You know, I think about a quarterback like Daniel Jones, who was allegedly asking for $45 million a year. This is kind of the tier that they're in, meaning Carr, Smith, Jones. They are not elite. They are not rare. So they're in this market. So I think Daniel Jones is probably disappointed, and his agents are a little bit disappointed that he might have to be sub $40 million. I know that's a tough day at the office.
Yeah, right.
But he'll have to get used to it.
Yeah. So let's talk about Lamar Jackson and his situation in Baltimore. What are some of the ways this could play out?
Yeah, Vlad, this has been complicated because remember, Lamar Jackson does not have an agent. He represents himself. So he is the one sitting in all the meetings with Eric DeCosta, the general manager, and Ozzie Newsome, who's the former general manager but a senior advisor for the organization. There's a lot of ways that this can work out. He did not sign the deal last summer that a lot of people thought was going to get done because there seems to be a difference between what he wants in terms of guaranteed money and what the Baltimore Ravens are willing to pay. The way that this can go is that they can franchise tag him, which gives him a 1-year guaranteed deal for a lot of money, north of what we were talking about for Geno Smith and Derek Carr. And they would have him and his rights for the year. Now, Lamar would still have to sign that contract and sign that tender, as it's called, in order for him to play for that money this year. He could decline that, and the contract would toll, and he would be, in the same situation next year. So to me, what would help all sides is him getting a long-term deal done, but they haven't been able to arrive at that after over a year of negotiations. So there's a lot of different ways that this can still go, Vlad.
The scouting combine wrapped up over the weekend. What were some of the names that stood out to you?
Amory, the 2 guys stood out to me, and the first is Nolan Smith, who's an edge rusher, defensive end out of the University of Georgia. Now, he tore his pec last year and missed the entire season. And what I love about this player is he had one thing that he could do to prepare for this combine, and he did it. He ran fast. He weighed in at over 238 pounds and ran a 4.39 40. And for those who don't know how fast that is, that's running back, wide receiver, cornerback, small guy fast. The best number ever by an edge defensive lineman. He also vertical jumped 41 inches, which is going through the roof, hitting it at 6'2" and 238 pounds. But again, what I really liked about this is the fact that he had one thing that he could prepare for, and he did it. Then the other player that I really liked that I thought really helped himself is Bijan Robinson, the running back out of the University of Texas. And Bijan had a very, very good workout. Not a rare or elite workout like Nolan Smith did, but it was a very good workout. He had a very good season, so those things came together. But where I think Bijan really made his money was in the interviews. And part of what's important in the combine is not just the physical testing, but it's the opportunity to meet with general managers and coaches, the people who pull the names off and make the decisions. And I've known Bijan for the last year. I've spent time with him. He's a remarkable young man. He's the kind of person that you win championships with. And I think a lot of NFL people got to see that, because there were folks, I know, general managers and coaches that were absolutely buzzing about the person that Bijan Robinson is.
Right. Scott Pioli, ringing endorsement. Thank you very much, my friend.
Thank you very much. Good to see you both again.
Good to see you.